Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know It, the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Alivo's seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. A Swiss company plans to build a $1.5 billion climate-friendly fertilizer plant in central Washington state and said it would continue with plans to build despite losing federal subsidy from the president's administration, according to a story in the Washington State Standard. In October, the U.S. Department of Energy canceled funding for the Pacific Northwest Hydrogen Hub planned by Atlas Agro. Instead, the company said it plans to build the green fertilizer plant as well as a data center on that site. The company likely will need to begin construction on the fertilizer plant by the end of 2027, according to the report. To qualify for federal tax credits, the plant is expected to take at least 3 years to build. And the American Carbon Alliance called on the Environmental Protection Agency to maintain the integrity of the Greenhouse Gas Reporting Program, better known as GHGRP, warning that rolling back the existing framework would undermine U.S. competitiveness, jeopardize major energy investments, and stall progress on carbon capture projects nationwide. In formal comments submitted to the EPA Administrator, Lee Zeldin, ACA CEO Tom Buss emphasized that the GHGRP is a trusted, transparent, and internationally recognized emissions tracking system that underpins U.S. energy innovation and trade competitiveness. The GHGRP works. It's a proven framework that ensures transparency, builds trust in American products, and strengthens our global position in low-carbon energy, said Buss. Scaling it back now would create chaos for carbon management projects and threaten billions in clean energy investment. Today's weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Here's the forecast.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. No major changes here short term. Clouds are going to be increasing as we move through the overnight in northwest Ohio. Scattered showers will probably arrive in northwest Ohio just ahead of daybreak tomorrow, spreading across the rest of the state through the day. Anywhere from a few hundredths to probably half an inch now is what I'm going to say, with coverage around 80 to 90% of the state. We dry down overnight tomorrow night and stay dry through most of Saturday before moisture comes back overnight Saturday night through Sunday midday. Low pressure dragging right through here. We see anywhere from a tenth to 3/4 of an inch out of that. Coverage at 75% of the state, and we turn significantly colder behind it. Look out. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Back with more after this.
When you're buying seed, there's more to a transaction than money. You're exchanging time and trust, hoping each decision adds up at harvest. Seed Consultants sales professionals don't take that lightly. With products made to excel in the Eastern Corn Belt and agronomic knowledge that stands up to the test, we're all about the same things you are: reliability and results. Buy into a better seed experience. Visit seedconsultants.com to view our corn and soybean lineup.
This update from the National Milk Producers Federation. Next member cooperatives secured 116 contracts in October, adding 22.1 million pounds of product in Next assisted sales in 2025. These products will go to customers in Asia, Oceania, Middle East, North Africa, Eurasia, Central America, the Caribbean, and South America, and will be shipped from October 2025 through March 2026. Exporting dairy products is critical to the viability of dairy farmers and their cooperatives across the country. Whether or not a cooperative is actively engaged in exporting, moving products into world markets is essential. Next provides a means to move domestic dairy products to overseas markets by helping to overcome U.S. dairy's trade disadvantages. Before we turn to the Chicago Board of Trade and Chicago Merc, it looks like the uncertainty of the international markets, particularly when you say China, that they'll do what they say they do, continues to weigh into the market. And with no certain direction available, you can probably guess what the market reaction is for today. December corn down 4 3/4 at 430.5. March 445.5, down 4 1/4, and May down 4.5 at 453 3/4. Now November beans are down 21 3/4 at $10.98. January $11.13 3/4, down 20.5 Carried all the way to March, you're down 18 cents at $11.24. On the wheat, July is down 12 and 1/4 at 572 and 3/4. September 584 and 1/4, down 11 and 1/4. Today's markets are brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. December cattle down $1.55, trading $218.97. February down $1.30 at $216.82. December lean hogs getting worse now, down $1 at $79.60. February down 82 cents at $80.15. Remember, feeder cattle were limit down yesterday. January is down $4.15 at $315.95, and March down $5.07 at $310.60. Thanks for joining us. This is the Ohio AgNet.